What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me once again, my friends. Now, guys, right off the top, I want to give a big old shout out to all of the channels that's been shouting me out recently. Nerdrotics, Midnight's Edge, my good friends from the Dark Council, they stay shouting me out. Drunk 3PO, Abu Nas, Demogeni, Fatal J, Lord Callus, my brothers. I really want to thank you guys so much. I've had a major increase in subs over the last few weeks. And, I'm very, very, very much humbled by this, guys. My channel has not always been treated right by YouTube and the algorithm and all that stuff over the years, even though I've been doing this now going on 4 years. But, I just really have had so much else going on with my life. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to, try to, figure all that out and, just get to the bottom of what's going on. So anytime any of you do acknowledge me, shout me out, support me in any way, bring me up in conversation, say my name 5 times, all that good stuff. I just want you to know that I thank you so much for it. And in the description box, I want you guys to understand also, when I'm reading an article, normally you'll find the link to that there, as well as a link to my Twitter page, as well as a Cash App. You know what I mean? Because sooner or later, I've been putting it off, but I do want to get into streaming. It's something that I haven't always made a lot of time to do because I'm always busy, with my son. I'm all he's got. So I give him all of my attention, all of my resources, and I just do this kind of when I have spare time. You know what I mean? So I am going to try to pick that up. So I would appreciate it if you want to support the channel. The Cash App is there. And for all of you who've been rocking with me for so long, that means everything to me. Just the mere fact that you would be there. So I just wanted to say that because when I say it at the end of the video, sometimes people don't hear that. So thank you guys so much. Now, listen, guys, I want to talk about something that I saw on Twitter today. Speaking of Twitter, now I know a lot of you are not fans of Twitter, and I can understand that. Twitter can be the toilet bowl of humanity. But I've always treated social media in general. I've always said I treat social media the same way the government treats social media, for my own observation and experimentation, So yes, I'm on Twitter, not so much on Facebook anymore, but that's because that was more like a family account and family was kind of getting on my nerves. So I kind of fell back from that. But anyway, yeah, I look at social media that way, looking at the current trends and the way that mentality, I guess the social climate is what I'm trying to say. I try to measure the social climate by looking at social media pretty much the same way the government does. And so I'm on there this morning, right? And I see this meme that's up there. And I just want to talk about this, guys, because it just kind of shows you where we're going. And we all have to be straight about where we're going. Because those of us who are in families, raising kids, just amongst friends and everything, it's good to be relevant. So this meme says, fight, period, bigotry, period. And then it says, 98% of straight men are unwilling to date trans women because of hatred. Yes, fight bigotry. 98% of straight men are willing to date 98% of straight men are unwilling to date trans women because of hatred. And then it says 4 words that I find very, very disturbing. It says, this has to change. 98% of straight men are unwilling to date trans women because of hatred. This has to change. And this meme was put out by the Trans Rights Campaign. Okay, you can Google that, look it up, whatever. I'm going to leave a link to that, of course, in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. All of the wonderful things that they stand for. Okay, so look, everyone wants to be loved, right? I have no problem with that. Everyone has a right to love who they want to love. I mean, that's how we spent the last, 20 years telling people everyone's got the right to love who they want to love, right? So what part of the game is this? Where you're going to tell 98% of men, straight men, that because they don't like or they don't want to date trans women, that they must be hateful. What part of the game is this? They have the right? They have the right to love who they want to love, to be attracted to who they want to be attracted to. It seems to me like you're completely flipping what you claim to have stood for all of this time. Whoever's behind this. Now, I don't think the average trans people feel this way. I just feel that as usual with SJWs, they take the shit too far, right? So here you have this group, the trans rights campaign, and they're attributing the fact that 98% of straight men are unwilling to date trans women. They're attributing that fact with their opinion that those men must be hateful. And then they make the bold statement that it's time to change. My question is, how would you go about changing that? Okay. Um, Sexual preference, sexual orientation, we've been told is something you're born with. You can't change it, right? Back in the dark ages, they used to try to do therapy and stuff like that to try to change somebody's sexual orientation. I'm sure some places still do it, depending on what you believe. All right, but for the most part, I think that straight heterosexual males are going to be just that. You know what I mean? They're just going to be attracted to a woman, um, and that woman goes far beyond what you see in front of you. That's a very big part of it. Visually, it's a very big part of it. But the attraction between males to females, there's a certain mystique, there's a certain allure. It's biological, it's chemical, it's electric, and it just is what it is. It cannot be denied. And you can't shame a man into being attracted to what he's not attracted to. Everyone's going to have preferences, even if it's just a matter of they have a preference for um, big, tall, short, round, whatever, blonde, brunette. That's just how it is, thicker or thin or slim. It's always going to be that way. Are you going to be that person who just runs up and says, shame on you for not liking me? Why don't you like me? You should be forced to like me. Otherwise, you're hateful. That doesn't make any sense. But that's what these people would have you to believe. And this is the way we're trying to move as a society. You would tell people that they're hateful for feeling the way that they feel. Do you guys see where we're going with all of this? Like, it just keeps being a recurring theme, it seems like, with pop culture. If you're on their right side of the issue, then any type of insanity is acceptable. You know what I mean? But if you're on the wrong side of the issue, according to them, then they get to demonize you. They get to call you all types of names to slander you. How many times are we going to see this? This is something that it needs to be stopped. And if you're on the other side of it, like let's say you're a trans person and you know that what I'm talking about is true, then you need to be speaking up. Just the same way that as a black man, it doesn't matter if I'm a black man, the truth is the truth. People don't have. I did a video years ago saying nobody has to love you. Nobody has to love me. It's okay. I can't be appealing to every single body out there, although I know it's pretty close, but I'm just saying, it's unrealistic. You have to learn how to deal with rejection, with the fact that nobody bats 100, nobody, and that's one thing that I'm pretty sure at least 98% of straight men have come to terms with, that occasionally, sometimes more than that, you're going to have to deal with rejection. You're going to strike out. You're going to have to deal with the concept that the one who you might be having a hard on for doesn't like you. You know what I mean? She doesn't like you. She doesn't want to deal with you. She's disgusted by you. She's just not into you. Isn't that what they say? She's just not that into you. And you have to move on. It's not you, it's me. And that's it. It's not hateful. Oh, you must hate me. No, she just doesn't like you, bruh. And if she doesn't like you, it's okay. You can't get them all. 98%. Why are you even concerned with what 98% of straight men think? 98%. And when you think of the percentage that trans people are in this society, maybe it balances out. Maybe that 2% is for you of straight men, but then they wouldn't be straight men, right? If they were attracted to trannies. Well, maybe some are. I don't know. I don't want to sound ignorant because I've done this type of thing before, and in the comment section I've had transsexuals or whatever, pansexuals come into the comment section and try to educate me. And I'm always open to that. That's fine. If I'm misunderstanding something, That's what the comment section is for. Just don't come in, with that rah-rah being ignorant and shit. We can talk it out. But I'm just saying, to me, I don't see where the problem is. I don't understand it. But categorizing people as hateful because they have their sexual orientation and they have their preferences it's stupid. You know what I mean? It's stupid, it's unrealistic, and ultimately it's hurtful. It's hurtful to our society that's supposed to be encouraging individuality and acceptance for people and their choices. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to shout that out, that particular topic, and I'll bounce it off you, just so you can see what's going on out here, just so you can get a feel for the climate. It is something that's actually relevant to us. It's relevant to the children, because going forward, if they're saying that this has to change, well, how are you going to change it, bro? You know what I mean? You guys, this says to me, socializing, conditioning, and I dare say it, you might want to be careful about what you're injecting into your body. You know what I mean? Because you never know what people are trying to do to make this change. If being a straight male is a disorder, and you get people in certain positions who actually go with that ridiculous concept, then sky's the limit about what could actually come behind that. So that's all I'm saying, guys. You might want to keep your eyes on these particular topics when they pop up. So anyway, guys, you can get in the comment section and let me know what you think about all of this. And as always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe, you can catch me on Twitter. Like I said, be sure to check the descriptions, because I usually put, some shit in there. Not a whole lot. I don't write a bunch of stuff in there, where you can send me teddy bears and shit. I don't do all that stuff yet. All right. But yeah, always check it out, guys. So thank you for listening and enduring what I had to put you through. And I'll catch you on the next one. This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.